Hands and a round of applause. Thank you. Your Excellencies, you may now progress to the joint press briefing. Welcome, Your Excellencies.
Your Excellency, Madam President Natasha Pirc-Mursa, President of the Republic of Slovenia, ladies and gentlemen, it is a great pleasure, honor and privilege to welcome Your Excellency, President of the Republic of Slovenia, on this historic first ever state visit to Kenya by a Slovenian heads of state. Madam President, it is indeed heartwarming to welcome you to Nairobi and to Kenya. On behalf of the government and people of Kenya, I extend our deepest appreciation to Your Excellency for this visit, which marks a new and promising chapter in the growing relations between our two countries. This visit symbolizes the renewed commitment and strategic importance we attach to building stronger ties between our two nations. I have had, ladies and gentlemen, a very productive bilateral engagement with Her Excellency, during which we reaffirmed our commitment to deepening cooperation across a broad range of priority sectors, including agriculture, education, digital transformation, health, energy, environment, trade, and climate action. We have identified trade and investment as key pillars of our cooperation, with immense potential to spur economic transformation in both our countries. We warmly welcome the participation of the Slovenian business delegation and the hosting of the Kenya-Slovenia Business Forum. These engagements will strengthen business linkages and unlock new trade and investment opportunities in pharmaceuticals, ICT, clean energy, and agro-processing. We have agreed to work together to minimize and escalate the benefits of the Kenya-European Economic Partnership Agreement, which came into force in July 2024, and we look forward to Slovenia's support in raising awareness among our businesses to improve access to the European Union. Slovenia's global leadership in sustainable apiculture and digital governance serves as an inspiration to Kenya, and we are excited to enhance our collaboration in smart farming technologies. And I told you, Madam President, that I am a farmer. And value addition in apiculture. We have agreed to build on the ongoing collaboration in Madaraka County's beekeeping project and to scale it up to other regions, thereby contributing to biodiversity conservation, job creation, and food security. In the area of digital transformation, Slovenia's advancement in e-government, smart infrastructure, and data protection aligns with Kenya's ambition to become Africa's digital innovation hub. And we look forward to partnering in areas such as artificial intelligence, digital identity systems, cybersecurity, and emerging technologies to strengthen our digital economy. During our discussions, we also addressed our shared priorities in the health sector. And I want to thank you, Madam President, for offering that Kenya can learn from your distinguished institutions on matters to do with e-health and what we can do to leverage on technology in health provision and commodities management as we work on Kenya's universal health coverage plan. As Kenya works to expand access to quality, affordable health care, we recognize the potential to learn from others, and in this case, Slovenia. We look forward to forging partnerships between our institutions, including exchange programs and joint capacity building initiatives. Environmental conservation and climate resilience also remain central to our cooperation. I commend Slovenia's achievement of close to 60% forest cover, which greatly inspires our own reforestation initiatives to plant 15 billion trees by 2032. We agreed to explore joint projects in sustainable forestry, ecosystem management, ecotourism, and the development of non-timber forest products. Our shared ambition in education and youth empowerment are also shared priorities and are eager to draw from Slovenia's experience in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, digital learning, and vocational education. Our country's education is that much important, and I did explain to Her Excellency what we are doing in that space. On peace and security, Kenya and Slovenia share a common interest in promoting regional and global stability. We value Slovenia's role as a current non-permanent member of the United Nations Security Council. We have agreed to continue collaborating in efforts to foster peace in the Horn of Africa, the Great Lakes region, and globally. I did take time to explain to Her Excellency what we are doing in our region, in Somalia, to stabilize that region, and to work that country and to work with others in the awesome process that is currently underway in Somalia. I did also explain to Her Excellency that Kenya, Uganda, Ethiopia are working with South Sudan to see what we can do together, and there are ongoing discussions on what we can contribute as the three countries to South Sudan's stability. I did also bring to Madam President's attention that the real big problem that we have is in the Sudan, where war rages unabated. There are two generals that have no regard for human life, and the war in Sudan is heading towards carnage, and it is already in the realm of a human catastrophe, and that all levers need to be pulled regionally and globally to stop the carnage, the human suffering, and the tragedy that is unfolding in the Sudan. Ladies and gentlemen, our discussions also touched on the urgent need for reforming the United Nations, especially the Security Council, to better reflect contemporary global dynamics. We acknowledged that the multilateral system must evolve to reflect present-day realities and ensure greater equity, inclusivity, and accountability. We reaffirmed the importance of Africa having permanent representation in the Security Council. We also discussed the urgent need for a more inclusive and responsive international financial system to support sustainable development. As Kenya prepares to host the 4th International Conference on Financing for Development in July this year, we welcome Slovenia's partnership in advocating for reforms that promote fair financing, reduce borrowing costs, and amplify the voices of developing countries in global economic governance. These discussions reflect our shared commitment to multilateralism, global equity, and sustainable development. Ladies and gentlemen, to provide institutional support of our growing partnership, we have signed a memorandum of understanding on political consultations, which will establish a framework for regular diplomatic dialogue and consultations on bilateral, regional, and global issues of mutual interest. This reflects our shared commitment to strengthening cooperation and aligning on matters of common concern. Looking ahead, we are confident that Kenya and Slovenia will deepen our strategic partnership to advance our shared interests in sustainable development, peace, and prosperity for the benefit of our peoples and the globe. I also take this opportunity to thank Your Excellency for honoring our invitation to join the people of Kenya tomorrow as we commemorate Madaraka Day in Homabay County. We are deeply honored by this gesture, which underscores your commitment to strengthening our friendship. Madam President, again, welcome to Kenya. Enjoy your stay, and you have friends and partners in Kenya. Welcome.
Mr. President, thank you.